Salut la Rugbysphere! Retour sur un des crunchs qui est resté gravé dans les mémoires, France Angleterre 1992. La rencontre se veut être une sorte de match retour, de revanche du quart de finale de Coupe du Monde 91 perdu par la France. La partie a souvent été qualifiée de violente. On n'ira pas jusque-là, on dira plutôt que le match a été engagé. Malgré de belles intentions, les Bleus de Philippe Sella n'arriveront pas à battre les Anglais qui réaliseront leur 10e Grand Chelem. Ce résumé est un résumé long format. On a voulu partager avec vous les plus belles actions, même si certaines ne vont pas au bout. Et puis, pour se rappeler aux bons souvenirs de Moscato et Lascubé, on vous a aussi laissé quelques salades de phalanges et quelques coups de crampon perdus. Avant de remonter le temps jusqu'au 15 février 1992, n'hésitez pas, comme d'habitude, à liker la vidéo, à la partager et à vous abonner à notre chaîne. Vous êtes de plus en plus nombreux à le faire et on vous en remercie infiniment. Grâce à vous, grâce à votre soutien, nous sommes de plus en plus visibles en ligne et ça nous encourage à créer toujours plus de contenu rugby rétro. Encore une fois, un énorme merci à toutes et tous.
To start this encounter as England look for their 36th victory over France and one to set them on the road to another Grand Slam. Taken by Marc Session, unusually and for the first time in that number 4 jersey, the French second row. Quite enough room. England go for the second surge. Richards has it there, just waiting as England edge forward and still going. And Morris lending his weight. Now the dummy. Andrew, Carling. Webb in the line, he's burst the tackle, he's got support from Guscott, good cover though coming in from Saint-André who anticipated it well. Still 18 metres out, England ball looks imminent, a penalty, even better for England as France. Well, the typical boos rise up from the crowd. Webb will ignore that. And puts England ahead, just over Fabien Galtier. Away by Pinot. Salah. Session. Oh, that's a tremendous drive. But it's rescued by Bayfield for England. And France tumbling in from all angles, concede the penalty.
This afternoon, and his great forte, we see it here, that sort of how he drives into it, but from England's point of view, Bayfield did extremely well back there. He covered well, picked the ball up, and England got the penalty, but unfortunately a missed touch.
Which allows France the chance to counter as they are now. Pinot, oh, great run. Inside in support is hooker Moscato. Moscato, and now the France cut loose with Caban. Caban driving. Carling's tackle, just outside England's 22. Possession for Galtier, through to Meynell, but a handling error lets England off the hook. But that's France at their most dangerous. Great sign. Pinot. Again, that little show of the ball is sufficient. Great work by Lafond because he was the man who made the extra pass. Galtier flattened by Skinner. On the halfway line, France, Galtier again. Pinot. Neat. Line. French possession. Session setting it up. Jambert trying to punch a hole through the England defence, but it's French ball again. Pinot straight through to Meynell. Could be an overlap here. Halliday in, though, exactly at the right time, put pressure on the man in possession, which was Lafond. But breaking out again. Villard challenges by Morris, but Villard's through. Sébastien Villard with the two captains being called together, but here was the try, and England's defence caught napping. It looked as though they'd stifled it, but they got away.
And they got away there, and Galtier feeds it out. And really, it looks as though Darren Morris is going to get Villard, but he's a strong lad, steps out of the tackle and dives over. And I think it's probably a bit of misunderstanding in the England defence that with Rob Andrew being off the field, but certainly the back line. But Simon Halliday looked as though he'd saved the situation here by timing his tackle superbly. And you will see the great strength there of Philippe Stella. He makes the ball available. Sant-André picks up in the scrum half position, ducks inside Rory Underwood, and really Dowie Morris there that he'll be disappointed that he missed that one. And Galtier, once given the outside, takes it.
France is 22. 4 minutes of the half to play. France lead, a try to a penalty. Dowie Morris, the ebullient North Country lad. Dean Richards to Morris now. Webb with Halliday outside, Winterbottom inside. Tordeau in with the tackle, no more than 3 metres out from the French line. England pile in. This atmosphere.
I think interesting here that Holliday's moved into midfield and the French wingers followed him, so there's a huge gap on the blind side for Dowie Morris.
Well, he'd relish this chance, perhaps. Tordeau standing off on the near side, but Morris might fancy taking him over with him. England's pack might do it anyway. France are holding them just, but England again edge forward. Morris poised, Skinner poised, and France have come offside. The referee looks over his shoulder, and in fact he's given a penalty try to England as France collapsed the scrummage. England certainly looked to be going forward. Once again the scrummage caved in, and this time referee Hilditch had no hesitations. Effort in the scrum. As we move into injury time now. Down to Morris, Pears, Carling, Skinner missed out, straight to Guscott. Could be 3-2 here. Webb goes well. He's got Rory Underwood outside. It's all on the timing of the pass. The dummy is bought. Great play by Webb. Yet another try for him after 2 against Ireland. That's a perfect way to end the first. You've got one man to beat, but look how well he did this.
Yeah, tremendous play there by Webb, but it was made by the dummy run by Peter Winterbottom that sucked in the French midfield. You see, 2-1 there. Fullback Lafond, no chance. Webb, whose speed always impresses me, dummies and under the sticks.
Came from Bayfield's ball at the line-out.
And England have either used Winterbottom there, and he sucks in the French midfield there, and a good miss move. Guscott overlap to Webb. You see that Rory Underwood always going to pose a threat to the French defence. Half a dummy there. Jonathan Webb steams under.
Left foot then of Jean-Baptiste Lafond, looking for his 7th penalty goal for France. Important one if he gets it. Off the post, down to Skinner. And stolen indeed by France. Meynell didn't opt to stretch it. The cover was there from England. Moscato now for France, 15 metres out from the England line. Galtier, Pinot, Selah. Could be an overlap here. Lafond, if he can get round, and has. Chance, but good cover. Sant-André bottled up. Good kick. Very cool, this new wing three-quarter. Morris, Winterbottom. Whistle's gone. Penalty to England. In with the boot was a Frenchman. His 11th game against England. Leaves the field. 2 conversions and a penalty. And 3 more points from the boot of England's fullback. Galtier, Pinot. Oh! Well, the ultimate dummy scissors, I guess, which gives England a counter-attack chance through David Pears. Swings it to Winterbottom, onto Morris. France at odds in 6s and 7s, more the link to Underwood. It's another try for Rory Underwood. That surely puts the final nail in the French coffin. He runs round under the post. Mess up of a move midfield that gave England possession.
Well, indeed, it was a substitute who'd come on and we got the moves moving up. But good play by David Pears there. Look how England keep the ball available. But Dowie Morris is the key here, that he stands the ball up, and Brian Moore emerging yet again in a try-scoring movement, giving the ball to Rory Underwood, and nobody's going to stop him. But when you consider it was a dreadful error by the French in midfield from a set-piece play that really laid out 2 of their players.
England supporters in full song. Jerusalem is the rendition we're now getting here at Parc des Princes. Rob Andrew, though, Will Carling, the kick charge down. Alain Pinot has kept some offing, and this is what happens.
Yes, I don't think he was really expecting the ball there, that David Pears fed it on. And good play by Pinot there, that he closed the gap down well and gets a bit of respect back for the French with that try under the post. But I don't think, whilst Will Carling will be obviously very disappointing, will be
part of the renowned showbiz side who play rugby for fun, an exhibition style, but it's not an exhibition from France today. England have won it back. Brian Moore in characteristic stance. The referee's seen the touch judge raised by Owen Doyle for foul play, therefore, that he will now, I'm sure, for this infringement. No mistake, though.
Here he's got there he just kicks out straight into Martin Bayfield's face.
Judge entirely empowered to do what he would suggest to the referee as if he were refereeing the game himself. Gregoire Lascoube follows then in the footsteps of Scholly and Garraway. Insult to injury. Less than 9 minutes to go. Oh, what a kick. Lascoube, the third prop, I think, in French history to receive the marching orders. First one was against Ireland in '84. Oh dear. Well, it had all been contained until the last few minutes. The chapter of events has seen total frustration, I think, for the French. The game, which had been billed as being full of tension.
And certainly you can see the problems there started with Moscato, who looks as though he's been sent off by the referee as well, that he'd moved on to the loose. The problem started and he's been sent off.
And his arms pinned to his side by Philippe Saint-André, and a second member of the French front row is taken from the field. Bayfield standing off, pairs to Carling. Guscott running free, slips the attempted tackle of Meynell. He's got Underwood with him, he dummies. Oh, the support of Pairs, he couldn't hold it. Well, I think with a little bit of slick timing.
From Owen Doyle there, that I think Jambert was looking to try and get somebody sent off there.
Pressure on from Morris. France in desperate straits. Morris fires through, and that's yet another try for the returned scrum half. His fourth in international rugby, and that makes it 3 in a row in his comeback internationals. Scotland, Ireland and France, and England go soaring on. Dewi Morris. We move into injury time with the conversion attempt from Jonathan Webb going to one side, and the referees decided there's no need to add injury time. The crowd, not surprisingly over here, give vent to their ill feeling. A posse surround referee Stephen Hilditch, who had the courage to do what he felt was correct.